Welcome back to the program, folks. This is Steve Thomas, and we've heard a lot about pedophilia and crazy stuff like that going on in pedo world, Hollywood. I don't know, I don't believe most of it, probably. But did you hear the one about Shirley Temple? Yeah, well, you're going to now on this very special episode of the Steve Thomas Show. I'm not sure what to believe anymore. I don't know. You know, I was looking up some stuff on Shirley Temple because I heard some of her movies, the really old ones, might be canceled. That is, you couldn't find anymore for different reasons. And, you know, when she was dancing. And then I came across this interview with a much older Shirley Temple. I think she was about my age by then, you know, which is really old. And it surprised the hell out of me what she said, and I don't think anyone remembers this. No one's drug it up with all the pedophilia groups and you know, porn groups that are against exploiting children. And, you know, I'm all for that, absolutely. But like I said, I always want, you know, maybe some proof, you know, because people are being accused. You don't know who to believe anymore. Well, I don't believe this guy.
What have you got to lose? We got nothing to lose, so baby, let's go for it. Come on, let's go for it. We got nothing to lose, so baby, let's go for it. Come on, let's go for it.
But how about producers and directors and all the stories we've heard about, hey, kid,
well,
being famous, just being famous at that? How do you handle it?
One guy, when I left Fox, I went to MGM for one picture. Thank goodness, only one. And when I got there with my mother, we were separated. She went into the office of Louis B. Mayer, and I went into the office of Arthur Freed. And he was going to talk to me about a movie he wanted to put me in. I'm 12 years old, you know. And I thought he was a producer, but instead he was an exhibitor. And I'd never seen anyone naked before, except myself. So I had no clue about what was happening. And so it struck me so funny, I laughed at him. And
Arthur Freed was a great guy, I thought. Maybe he is. He did, you know, stuff like Singing in the Rain. And a bunch of other stuff. Where are you now, Arthur Freed? You can't stick up for yourself. Shirley Temple's not even alive. But no one really pushed this and said, oh, you know, that was obviously inappropriate and wrong. And what's going on in Hollywood and with movies and things started way back when. Some of the movies that I watched as a very young person had some pretty bizarre stuff in it.
And I'd never seen anyone naked before, except myself. So I had no clue about what was happening. And so it struck me so funny, I laughed at him. And I laughed uproariously. I had tears, you know, and he got infuriated. And he said, out, 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 go.
Did you tell your mother?
Well, I went down. I was very quiet. I went down and met her in the lobby of the administration building. She came out very quietly from Louis B. Mayer's office. And we walked hand in hand silently to the car, which was unusual. We got in the car driving home. I said, Mom, you won't believe what happened to me. And I told her what happened, and she got kind of quiet. And she said, well, you don't know what happened to me. And Louis B. Mayer wasn't as bad as Freed was to me.
But he tried to...
He came on to my mother. And so we both decided that we didn't like MGM much. It was, you know, it was better at Fox.
I want more evidence.
From us, it's still nobody notice them. Just when you think it's all over, no on, let's go for it. We got nothing to lose.
So draw your own conclusions, folks.
And he was going to talk to me about a movie he wanted to put me in. I'm 12 years old, you know. And I thought he was a producer, but instead he was an exhibitor. And I'd never seen anyone naked before, except myself. So I had no clue about what was happening. And so it struck me so funny, I laughed at him. And I laughed uproariously. I had tears, you know, and he...
It just seems to be getting weirder all the time. Netflix doing the movie that's already caused a lot of controversy, and you know, a lot of other things, guys. Anyway, I don't know what to tell you, but you saw it for yourself what Shirley Temple Black had to say that happened to her and her mother, and they just sort of, okay, kind of fluffed it off. You know, it's Hollywood, right? This is Steve Thomas reminding you to subscribe to the damn show and grab the rabbit by the throat and shake it. Goodbye.
I'm not hanging around this time. Take what's yours, I'll take what's mine. And save the rest for someone else. You keep the stuff I left behind. If you want the right decline, spend another night with you. And it's just the perfect time to tell you what's that